The more I grow, the more I realize that success comes to those who learn to say no more often than they say yes. I used to struggle with this, and in many ways, I still do. I would take on freelance clients who I knew would be difficult to work with, even when I didn't need the money. I would agree to work on new projects even when I didn't have the time. I constantly overextended myself. At best, I would be working until midnight every day, trying to cross things off my never-ending to-do list. At worst, I would do a subpar job and strain relationships. But saying yes all the time is not just about a fear of confrontation or letting people down. It goes deeper than that. Our generation is always hedging our bets. When we have a job, we're constantly looking at other opportunities. When we work on side projects, we juggle several at once. Even when choosing a career path, we often opt for the one with the most options. Options, though, can silently kill our chances of success. When I was in high school, people would ask me what I wanted to do when I grew up. I would say something like, "I am thinking about doing X, but I am keeping my options open." They would nod approvingly. But the truth is that keeping our options open is one of the worst decisions we can make. The best decisions in life are the ones that limit our options. It's the difference between visiting as many countries as possible versus immersing ourselves in one culture. It's the difference between job hopping every few months versus learning and growing with one team. It's the difference between trying to meet everyone's expectations of who we should be versus living up to our own. It's about giving up more than we take on. There are 5 things I had to give up to grow my career. The first is caring what others think. When we care too much about what others think, we give them permission to manipulate us. Moreover, we tie our self-esteem to random events that we have zero control over. People's opinions, feelings, and judgments are usually neither permanent nor logical. They are influenced by factors like the time they woke up, how well they've been eating, and the values they learned as children. The only time we should care about what others think is when we're trying to learn a specific skill that they possess. Otherwise, their opinions should hold no power over us. The second thing to give up is the constant influx of information. These days, we are bombarded with information from various sources, from our social media feeds to the news. The more information we consume, the more crowded our brains feel. And when our brains are crowded, we find it hard to focus on what truly matters in our lives. That's why successful people like Warren Buffett and Jeff Weiner dedicate hours to just sitting and thinking. It's essential to limit the amount of information we take in and allow our minds to calm down. Next, we need to stop relying on market trends and statistics when choosing our careers. Leaving our career, success solely to the market is impractical, especially in a rapidly changing world. The most practical move we can make is to learn how to adapt. Those who can adjust and evolve are the ones who will succeed. Another crucial thing to give up is the judgment of others. Often we hold back from pursuing what we truly want, whether it's our dream job or designing a flexible lifestyle, not because of what others would think, but because of what we would think of others in the same situation. The less we judge other people's decisions and mistakes, the less we fear making them ourselves. Lastly, we need to let go of the illusion of perfection. When people are indecisive, often claiming to have high standards or describing themselves as perfectionists, it's usually a disguise for insecurity and fear of making mistakes. Successful people understand that perfection is just a mirage. While it's something to aim for, it's unlikely to ever be achieved. What matters more than being perfect is taking action and moving at a speed that propels us forward. In conclusion, to grow in our careers, we must learn to say no more often than we say yes. We must give up caring excessively about what others think. Limit the information overload, stop relying solely on market trends, let go of judgment, and abandon the pursuit of perfection. By doing so, we create space for true growth and success. So my friend, I ask you, what actions from this video are you going to implement in your own life? Subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more valuable content. And remember, if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. The link can be found in the description. Thank you for watching. In the 1930s, Alan Morgenstern came up with the phrase "work smarter, not harder." This was a response to the grueling jobs performed by workers in industrial plants. They found that by finding ways to be more efficient with less effort, productivity increased and workers were happier. But how can we work smart instead of hard in today's world? In this video, we will discuss 5 time management tips that can help you increase your productivity and work smarter. Tip number 1: planning. Developing a plan of action for your day, week, or month helps clarify what needs to be done. One useful tool is called SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-bound. By defining clear and specific goals, tracking progress, assigning tasks, making sure they are realistic, and setting a target date, you can have a clear picture of what needs to be done and increase your productivity. Tip number 2: create a calendar. Once you have a plan and know your tasks, put them on a calendar or planning board. By batching similar tasks together, you can avoid the draining effect of multitasking. Studies have shown that it can take over 23 minutes to refocus after an interruption. So focusing on one task at a time can help you work more efficiently. Tip number 3: eliminate distractions and clutter. Keep your work area clear of clutter. When you have piles of paperwork and too many objects around you, your brain will automatically be distracted by them. Decluttering your work space can clear your mind and help you focus on the task at hand. Remember the rule: put it away, give it away, or throw it away. Organize your materials and only keep what is necessary. Tip number 4: take breaks and drink water. Taking breaks can actually improve your performance. It allows your blood to circulate and gives your brain a chance to rest and reset. Walking, taking a power nap, meditating, daydreaming, or playing with a pet are examples of activities you can do during your breaks. Remember to stay hydrated by drinking water throughout the day. Water is essential for optimal brain function. Tip number 5: you can do anything, but you don't have to do everything. Prioritize your tasks and use the 4 Ds of time management: do, defer, delegate, and delete. Decide what tasks are most important and how you will carry them out. If a task is not urgent, you can defer it for later. If it is urgent but you're too busy, delegate it to someone who has the capacity to handle it. And if a task is not worth your time or doesn't align with your goals, delete it from your list. By implementing these time management tips, you can increase your productivity, reduce stress, and create a more relaxed work environment. Remember to schedule breaks and allow room for the unexpected. With effective time management, you can work smarter, not harder, and get things done. Thank you for watching, and if you would like a 2-page PDF summary of this video, click the link in the description. If you're already subscribed to my free newsletter, you'll find a copy in your inbox. Have an awesome week. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore the topic of negative thinking and how to break free from its grasp. According to Dr. Fred Luskin at Stanford University, the average person has over 60,000 thoughts in a day, and most of these thoughts tend to be repetitive. It's easy to get caught up in negativity, worry, and doubt, which can spiral into a cycle of negative thinking. Negative thinking can hold us back in many ways. It can be fueled by critical self-talk, judgmental attitudes, and fear. While most people would prefer to be happy, peaceful, safe, and positive, it can sometimes be challenging to achieve that state. But fear not, because today we're going to dive deep into understanding how negative thinking takes hold and explore strategies to break free from its grip. So let's get started. In the early stages of human development, our brains were wired to notice danger and negative situations as a survival mechanism. Out of 100 thoughts, our brains tend to focus on the one negative aspect, as it was crucial for our survival. However, this habit of negative scrutiny can become detrimental when we start perceiving everything through a negative lens. But fear not, my friend. There are ways to break free from this cycle of negative thinking. And it all begins with catching your thoughts. Becoming aware of what you're thinking is the first step towards change. Just like author Eckhart Tolle observed in his book, The Power of Now, we can be the person who is thinking and the person who is aware of those thoughts. Realizing that we can observe our thoughts gives us the power to change them and have a significant impact on our lives. The link between our thoughts and our physical well-being is profound. When we have positive thoughts, we feel good. This is because positive thoughts trigger the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that not only makes us feel good, but also enhances our focus, decision-making, and overall neurological and physiological functions. However, negative thoughts have the opposite effect and can lead to chronic stress, a release of cortisol, the stress hormone, and various health issues. So now that we know the power of our thoughts, the next step is to assess the reality of our thoughts. Are our thoughts grounded in truth and based on real problems that need to be addressed, or are they mere fabrications of our fears and insecurities? Sometimes, negative thinking may stem from learned behaviors and past experiences, but we have the power as adults to make new choices and surround ourselves with positivity. By accepting and redirecting our thoughts, we can begin to break free from the cycle of negativity. Resisting negative thoughts often backfires, as renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung famously said, "Whatever you resist persists." Instead, by accepting the presence of negative thoughts, we can put them into perspective and shift our focus towards realistic and optimistic thinking. This technique has been practiced in Stoic philosophy, where imagining the worst-case scenario allows us to appreciate the present moment and look forward to better things. And speaking of appreciating the present moment, cultivating gratitude can be a powerful tool to shift our focus from negative to positive. Even the smallest things can help create a habit of positive thinking. By being grateful for everything around us, we train our brains to seek out more positivity. So, take a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, and watch how your mindset shifts. Now, to establish new patterns and activities, you need to change your thinking habits. Engage in activities that bring you joy and make you feel good. Take a walk, meditate, or simply breathe. See the glass as half full, and consciously choose to focus on the positive aspects of any situation. Additionally, a technique called visual motor behavior rehearsal can be a valuable tool in rewiring your brain. By vividly imagining positive actions or scenarios, your brain responds as if it has already happened, increasing your level of competence. Remember, awareness is key to transformation. By redirecting your thoughts, finding humor in your self-judgment, and practicing gratitude, you can break free from negative thinking and create a more positive and fulfilling life. Before we wrap up, I want to let you know that you're amazing for sticking with me until the end of this video. If you found value in today's content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you'll join our incredible community of like-minded individuals and receive regular updates on personal growth and development. Plus, it's a proven fact that subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell will bring you closer to achieving your goals and reaping the benefits mentioned in this video. So what are you waiting for? Take action now, and hey, if you found today's video valuable and want to shish out your support, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. You'll find the link in the video description. Your support allows us to continue creating high-quality content like this for you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome week ahead. Remember, happiness is a choice, and it all begins with the quality of your thoughts. Choose wisely.